Yeah, wherever you are.
Okay. So for maintenance, typically it's recommend once a month. You've got 14 points of grease fittings. So you've got the easy to see are going to be here on the front. There's another one on the back side of it that's tucked underneath a little bit, but there is one just like this back there. Same thing on that side. You've got two there. For the carriage, you have one underneath right here, one underneath over here, and you've got them here and on this end for that one. I'm sorry, you've got more than 12. You've also got them here and here, and then the other side of this. Same thing for this one. You have 4 more for that going up and down. There is one right here that's part of your dust collection system for that rail going up and down. And then there are 2 more for the ball screw that are hidden, and most people forget about them. I'll show you how to get to those. So for this one, the ball screw, that grease fitting is up underneath. So you have to prop up the spindle. Something in there just to hold that C-plate up. And then when you press the down button, now this is holding the weight of that spindle, and you keep holding it down and go all the way with it. And then this carrier is where there's one more fitting on the left-hand side of that. So you have one on here, and you've got another one just like it on this side. And once you're done, raise it back up.
Yeah.
Pull your hammer out, then you're done with that. So that's 19 grease fittings, or 19 bearings on here that would need to be greased. Right here. Put that on the end of your grease gun, just because the typical fitting on the end is a little bit bigger diameter, and it's going to be hard to get to some of those fittings with that. So that's where this one comes in. Spinner, it's got a slight bend to it, and you just push against, give it 1 squirt on each one, and I would say about once a month on that is good. There is also white lithium grease. This will go on the racks right here. You just put a dab on your finger and just put it on the gears about every 12 to 15 inches. Right across here, there's another one underneath here and underneath on that side. Same thing, 12 to 15 inches all the way down both sides and across there. If it gets nasty and dirty, then go ahead, take a little wire brush and just kind of brush the old stuff out, blow it off compressed air, and then put your new grease down. Back here on the cabinet, there are 2 air filters. One here on the door. Pull that out, blow it out with compressed air, then put it back together. One here, one more right here on the side. Same thing. This one will always be the dirtiest. This is where the fan draws air in, and then this one's exhaust. So that one will always be the dirtiest. You may do this one once a week, just to keep it clean, especially with the warmer weather. Keeping that clean is going to allow airflow to come in here and keep all the components inside the cabinet cooled off. So that's for the table. Over here, vacuum pump. Got this filter in here. This is all, everything here is all identical to what you've got. Pull that out, blow it out with air. Don't blow air inside there, just scoop out if there is anything in there, just scoop it out with your hand. You have the sight glass gauge right here on the side. Should be 3/4 or so showing, and whatever, all the maintenance here would be the same as what you've got with your pumps over there, as far as oil change interval, all those things. And then over here on the chip collector, opening that, lift up on the bar, and roll this out. There, push that down, and that's ready to go. There's a filter inside here that if you have to replace it, I think the recommended interval on that is 6 months or a year for the filter inside here. That just pops off, and then there's your filter. Probably on a daily, be done daily. We talked about he's going to bring another airline over here. This one has to be regulated. It's 3 to 6 bar, which is 45 to 90 psi. So I'd recommend kind of middle of that, 60 to 70 psi regulated pressure here. And for this, with the chip collector turned off, then you would turn on the air, open up your valve here, let it run 2 or 3 minutes. What that does is that blows air on the inside of the filter, blows any of the contaminants or anything that's blocking that filter, blows it out, lets it fall into the bag. So you just turn that on. It's got a little kind of an agitator inside there, so it swirls the air around to blow it against the bag. 2 or 3 minutes of this, close it off, disconnect the air, whatever you're going to do there. Biggest thing is that you don't want to hit this with your full house pressure. You want it to be regulated.